let's get started with our warm-up. I'm so excited that you're here today. We're going to get a fantastic calorie burn. Just make sure to take everything at your own pace and have a good time. Let's get started with the warm-up. I just want you to do a little shuffle here in the jump rope. Good. Keep it going. Just going to fix a couple things. There we go. Good. Nice light jump rope. I hope you're feeling good this morning. I'm ready to work out. We're going to have a blast. We have some great exercises planned for today. Just remember to take everything at your own pace. If we have any moves that include jumping, you don't have to jump. Don't worry about that. In 4, 3, 2, side to side. Good. Nice and easy. I'm staying low. My hips are back. Knees are soft. Pulling the arms forward and back. Good. In 4, 3, 2, raise the arms up. Woo. It's going to be a scorcher today. The weather out here in Southern California, hot all week. Pull those heels back. Good. Nice big pull. Let's see who's here. Hey, good to see Sophia. Whoop, whoop. We're going to have a blast. Hey, Mom. Good. Open up, open up. Let's see. Julie, I knew that you were going to be here, of course. Good morning. Bring those knees up to the front. So we do have several things we're going to do. Now, I want to say maybe 4 things that we come to the ground for. Some plank work. If you do not want to do the plank work, you can grab a light set of weights and do maybe bicep curls, shoulder presses, tricep press backs. So I'll let you know in advance, and then that way you can grab your weights. So I would say maybe right now go ahead and get them ready. We also have a couple of exercises on the ground for abs. So you can switch back and forth with enough time without having to rush and getting enough repetition. 4, 3, 2, back to that side tap. So I have some options for you if you don't want to come to the ground. That way you can get a little bit more upper body work instead of doing that plank. Now pull that heel back when you hop side to side. I'm really happy you're here. Hey! I miss you, girl. Soon we'll see each other, Sophia. Nice and easy, nice and easy. I want to boogie. We have a good playlist today. Nice and easy, side to side. Pull, and I want you to pull that heel back. 4, 3, 2, knees back up to the front. Beautiful. Now, I'm going to go 1 and low, 1 and low, 1 and low. So I'm not kicking up high, okay? This is maybe to the knee or to the thigh. That's all. Oh. Good. 1 more. And switch. March it out. Ready? And the other knee comes up. Good. So I like this move because we get a little bit more work here in the legs. We'll be able to start engaging the glutes, the core a little bit more. Hamstrings, hips, everything. Because with that single leg coming up, you've got to balance. So we're starting to activate a little bit more. But it also helps open up those hip flexors. That feels good. 1 more. Good. All right. Fast beat. Just shake it out. If you still have the sleepies, shake them out. Good. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. 1, 2. And I do want you to walk this out. So move your feet with this. Nice and easy, side to side. I really hope you're feeling fantastic. I'm really thankful that you're here with me today. Change this to an uppercut. So cardio tone, what we do is we mix up cardio moves, hook and 1 and 1. We mix up some cardio moves with lower body, upper body, and core strength. So it's all body weight. Now, you could go ahead and grab a light set of weights or medium or a little bit heavier if you want. When we're doing our leg work, that's perfectly fine. That's completely up to you. I don't teach the class like that because I wanted to have something that was a body weight only version. But for things like your squats, your lunge kicks, your lunges, your rotations, anything like that, if I say strength, you're able to go ahead and grab those weights. Good. You can even grab weights during burpees. Good. So you would just keep your dumbbells in front. You come down for that burpee, pick them up, and either do a bicep curl or press it overhead. And it doesn't have to be two. It can be one dumbbell. It could be, you know, a bag of something, just any kind of resistance if you want a little bit extra. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Fast speed. I just want to shake it out. We're finishing up our warm-up. We'll get some dynamic stretch and then hit it. Good. All right, here we go. Take it down and up. Woo. Good work, good work. I'm pushing my hips back here. The core is engaged, so I'm squeezing the tummy as I come up and as I come down. I keep it engaged. As I come up, I start squeezing the glutes. We have to do that. So in your warm-up, it's not just about feeling loose. We want to start engaging those muscles. So as I drop down, I push my hips back, but I'm also pushing with my thighs. So I really want to activate. One more. Good. Okay, so I'm going to take this to the side. Up and side. Up. It's just a nice little press back. Woo. I really like this one. And the chest stays up. Awesome. Now bring the feet a little bit closer together. They're just underneath the hips. Soften those knees and take your tailbone and push it back. Just come to the knees, come up to the toes. And I'm reaching up, but while I do this, I'm squeezing my thighs, my core, and my buns, okay? So this is just a nice little dynamic stretch. And the legs aren't straight through this as I fold forward. I'm not going that far, just a little bit, but I'm softening those knees. This will help us start to get the hamstrings warmed up a little bit more. And again, it's not a big stretch. I'm not holding. I'm just moving through this. Keep the knees soft. Press the hips back. But this is also a great opportunity for hip engagement. So squeeze those buns. Keep the core tight. Give me one more, please. Ooh, and just give me a nice stretch up because this always feels so good in the morning. Good, you got it. And I feel like I'm blowing a lot. So I might need to change the lighting a little bit. Like, right? Which isn't so bad. Actually, bright lighting makes you look younger, but I'm like blowing myself out here. All right, so let's get started with our rounds. Everything's gonna be 130 or 140, and then we've got 15 exercises, 2 rotations. Let me get the timer going. And I'm really glad you're here. Okay, perfect. 430. Actually, let's do 140. Yeah, I think that's good. And with smaller rest times, I think that's good. All right, friends. It's gonna tell us when to go. First one, shuffle squat. I really like these. Get down, 1, 2, 3, and you don't have to tap the floor. You can just come here into a squat. But remember, those hips go back, okay? They come back, then you press up through your legs. This is very important. Whether I'm doing this squat here, I'm pushing my tailbone back, and then I push my tailbone back in, and I squeeze the glutes lightly, okay? So it's all in the legs and the glutes. I am not pulling up with my back, okay? Very important. I love this song. Ooh, I feel it. Yeah, I'm gonna move up. I decided on 140. My mom said she loves the 140 because it makes us burn a lot. I want you to come side to side. Come on. Come on. Woo. Now. You've got this. 140. It doesn't sound like a long time, but it is. And remember, I want you to drop your butt. Get down. Up. This little movement here with the arms, just a little bit more core stability. And the second you raise up those arms, you bring up the heart rate. Remember, squat down, it's not a fold over. He's gonna get to 10 seconds, and then we're gonna supercharge it, okay? Breathe, ready? Go, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Woo! Awesome. Crab walks are next. Feet are out, sit. You gotta be in that lovely sumo. And up, up. I want you to crunch into your side. Crunch into that side. Squeeze. And I want you to stay low. That's the key. So, the knees are out to the side. Toes are out to the side. I'm in a sumo. My fingertips are light at my side of my head, and I'm really squeezing. I feel the quads with this. Okay, on that pull-up, the core. I feel the glutes, especially with the travel. And just squeeze over as best you can. Woo, I love these. Now, if you have been exercising for a while and you're ready to kind of pump things up a little bit, you want a little bit more of a challenge, any of the classes, you can use ankle weights. I would prefer that you use ankle weights over the band. And I say this over and over again because when you're using the band, if it's the regular rubbery ones, they move a lot, so it is a distraction and it's going to stop your exercise. If you use the thick ones that don't move, most of those are so tight, you won't be able to get a full range of motion in a lot of the exercises. Okay, so ankle weights, they'll force you to use everything. And then maybe use the band for some exercises that don't require us to move the levers, the upper body or lower body out, or for groundwork. Next one up, lunge kick, right, left. So let's start with that right foot back. You can tap and tap. So if you're not lifting that leg and you're not coming into a low lunge, I want you to load and load, front and back. Tighten up your tummy, tighten up your thighs. You can also come to a knee and a tap. Your next variation, lunge. Yeah. Keep going. Let me flip this over a little bit. Because these are going to drive me nuts. I'm like glowing. I don't mind glowing, but not that much. There we go. That's a little bit better. Down, kick, down, kick. Nice and strong. You want to do a double here. 1, 2, kick. 1, 2. And remember, use those ankle weights if you have them, use them. And switch sides. Woo! Ready? 1, 2, kick. 1, 2. Or singles or your taps. Use your variation. Now, I extended the arms a little bit. This just makes it more challenging on the core. Or you can bring the arms up, straight overhead. And if you want to grab a dumbbell for any leg work, you can. And take your lunge to a depth where you're challenged, but that you feel that your form is not compromised. So the knees stay over the ankle, over the shoelace. They're just not jutting over the toes. And nice and stable. Ooh, I love these. Kick. Woo! Okay, so now we're going to do a travel squat 2 times and then a burpee. So I'm going to start over here, squat twice, then that burpee. Ready? 1, 2. You don't want to do the burpee? Do the knees up. 1, 2. When we're coming up and down into that burpee, feet are wide. You want to come into a squat, lift your chin, lift your chest, and then go. So we're not pulling up with our back. Butt down, chin up, press upwards. You can make this more intense by doing a half burpee, then coming up. 1, 2. You can also jump at the end, and then come down. 1, 2. You can stay down there for mountain climbers. 4, 3, 2, 1. Then come up. Variations. You make the workout your own. 1, 2. Woo! And I really want you to load those legs, so you need to stay low. 1, 2. 1, 2. Nice and strong burpees. Use that upper body. Tighten up the core. 1, 2. Woo! Nice thigh burner. 1, 2. 1, 2. Woo! I really like that one. Okay. 1 curtsy, 1 squat. Start with that right leg back. Ready? 1, and I'm going to come up with a side leg. And lift. 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 My knee is kind of pointing side and slightly up. So watch the difference with my toe. It's not toe up and slightly turning, okay? Down. You can also do a double curtsy. It's a little bit more of a burn. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2, and switch. Woo. And remember, press through that thigh. This standing leg pushes. The leg comes up with the strength of the core. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. I really like these. These work the glutes, the hamstrings, the quad, the core, your calves, all of this. I love it. Your obliques. And it's a great movement here for balance and hip stabilization because you're using all of the muscles in the pelvic girdle. 1 more. Okay, 1 lunge back with a rotation. So I'll start with a foot tap, tap, and then tap and turn. And you can grab your dumbbell for this, or bring it back to a knee. Lunge, knee. Now the further you take your arms out, the more challenging it is for your core. Good. And I'm trying to settle into a nice long lunge. So I'm stepping back a little bit more and up. That nice long lunge is going to force that standing leg, the glute and the hamstring, to pull up a further distance. And it also creates more instability. So it's more of a challenge than a short lunge like this. They all have different variations. They're going to work the muscle groups in a different way and switch. So pick what works for you. Wake up, wake up. My cousin Marty is here. Strong. You got it, friends. Pump it up. Woo. I really like these. I like them because they help clumsy people like me. So they help with my balance. So in real life, if I'm going to fall over, I can catch myself. Mount it up. Even though I picked up my pace, I have control. I'm not using momentum. Shake it out. Woo! All right. Next one. Mountain climber. I'm going to grab my mat for this. Strong and steady. If you don't want to be on the ground, I want you to hold your core tight, and I want you to squeeze and lift up your knees, okay? If you're going to hit the ground, I want you to come up. Your chest is over your hands. Squeeze your butt, squeeze your thighs. Pull your belly button in towards your spine. Flat shoulder blades. And I want you to look down to your mat, not underneath. There's nobody there. Look up. Ready? And I'm doing this with strength. I don't want to pop in and out of this like the cardio move. Right here. I want you to hold strong with the shoulders, with the arms, and I want you to pull that knee in and force your core to work. Now I'm going to drive them to the opposite elbow, towards the opposite elbow. My legs are not long enough to tap my elbow. With this one, I can kind of get there if I lean in a little bit. Now to the outsides. And I'm doing a little side crunch. Flat back, no pyramid butt. Get your butt down. You can always do these on your knees. Just remember, before you stop completely, is there a way for you to tear down the exercise? Yeah. Get onto your knees or take breaks. Take it up. Woo. Okay. This is another kick lunge, but it's got like a little hop switch, okay? So I'm going to come down here. Down, kick, get back into that lunge, switch, kick, lunge, switch, kick, lunge, and switch in that lunge. What does it look like? Non-impact. Switch, kick, I stay up here, and I switch. Kick, switch. Use those arms because that's going to help you use that core. And you can hold them up here. Kick, switch. Kick, switch. Kick, switch. Kick. Get your footing before you do that hop, before you do that switch. Whew, I'm already sweating like crazy. I love it. Whew, almost. Up. There we go. That's better. I'm trying to get into that nice little lunge and then do the switch. Oh yeah. How you feeling, friends? And I'm sitting low anyway for that kick. My knee is soft. It's really loading up the glute and the hamstring instead of coming up. And I also get a little bit more quad because my quad has to hold to get that leg up. Ooh. Ooh, I like these. Woo. Again with the burpees. Remember, you can do knee ups or tap backs. 3 squats, 1 burpee. Right here, ready? I know you're ready. 3, squeeze your butt. 2, 1. Drop it down, either step it out and come back in, or jump it out. You can also do a push-up with these. 2, 3, squeeze, then come down. You can push up, and then come back in. 3, squeeze. 2, squeeze. 1, squeeze. Down. And I'm coming up wide into that squat. I want to use those legs. Remember not to drop into that squat. Control down. Ooh, these are nice. I'm actually getting a lot better at those narrow push-ups, which have always been my nemesis. They've always been tough, but I feel like because we're here for each other and we're challenging each other, I'm really able to get stronger. And I have you to thank for that because we're here holding each other accountable, and that's the most important thing. 2, squeeze tight. Don't forget about that squeeze, squeeze. Remember what happens, you leave your booty loose, it'll get loose. Don't let it fall. 3, 2, let me do one more because I can. Okay, bowler, right, left. You can hold on to something here. So, the key with the bowler, you're on one leg, and you can either tap through and lift the heel, tap through and lift the knee. But the key is to keep this knee bent. Your leg angle is at about 90 degrees when I kick back and then when I lift. Key number 2, I must lean forward because what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to get the stretch in this standing leg, in the hamstring. So when I lean forward, I'm stretching that hamstring, then I'm squeezing that hamstring and glute to come back up. So if you have pretty good balance, you can go ahead and not tap the floor, which today on this leg, my balance isn't so hot. Let's see. One more. Okay, let's hope the next leg is better. Ready? Up and out. 90 degrees. Yeah, this leg likes me more. It's always one side or another, and that's okay. That's why I love these unilateral exercises. Single-legged, single arm, just one side at a time. They're fantastic because they force you to really work that one side without the other side kicking in and helping you compensate for weaknesses. It also requires more stabilization, whether you're doing upper body or lower body, one-sided moves. One more. So it's great to add in. Okay, next one up. Side oblique crunch. Get down to the ground, get a mat, a towel. You're gonna lay on your back for this. So we have a few down here. I'm gonna go to the sides. Ready? Tap, center. Now, do you have to have your shoulder blades up? No. You can be lower. You'll squeeze your side and just crunch over. But I want to crunch. I don't want you to speed through these. The other thing is I'm tucking my tailbone under and I'm lightly pressing my low back into the ground. So I'd like you to do that. Scoop your tailbone up a little bit. Squeeze your buns lightly. And then I want you to lightly press your low back into the ground. So you're scooping your pelvis. Okay, you're tucking your hips under and then just lightly press the low back into the ground. And now, if you can maintain that position with the hips, then what I'd like you to do is elevate the shoulders a little bit. And now, just look up. Crunch your tummy like you're sewing your ribs together, or you're tying shoelaces on your rib cage. Okay, that's the next step. So we all doing that? Good. Now, pull your belly button towards your spine. Yeah? Now, as you move to the sides, I want you to squeeze. So imagine you have a small tangerine sitting on your hip bone, at the top of your hip bone, and you're squeezing it between your ribs and your hip bone. Woo! Okay, side plank dips. I prefer doing these on my knees because of my low back. I just feel like it's a lot better for me, but you can do full if you want, and I like doing them on my elbow. So I'm in a nice line, dip and squeeze, dip and squeeze, dip and squeeze. So I'm really focusing here on that squeeze. You got it. Ooh. And you don't have to hold your arm up. If you feel like you can do these, but your balance is a little shaky today, put your fingertips in front of you on the mat. And then I just want you to focus in on that squeeze. You can also hold one leg out if you want a little bit more. You'll use a little bit more of that pelvic girdle. So I definitely feel more of the hips here and the core. And I don't want to bring it up too high, it's just shooting straight out. One more. And switch. We'll stay on the ground. for a little bit longer. I really wanted to include these core ones. These are good. Good. You can also come down, up, and in. Down, up, squeeze. Down, up, squeeze. My elbow is right under my shoulder. And again, you can hold on with your other fingertips down and in. So this additional movement just throws off my balance, but I really feel the core. Oh, I like this. Oh. Oh. Okay, so now you're going to come onto your back and bicycles. So I'm going to start here with an alternating knee, and I'll show variations. So let's start here. Again, low back lightly pressing into the ground. Chin is up, elbows are wide. Now, I'm not twisting towards my elbow. All I'm doing is lifting up my chest, shoulder blades, and I'm lowering my elbow towards the ground, and then that other one's going to pull up. Now, you can also lift the legs here, next level, or you can kick them out. And I want a nice tight crunch. So I want you to really focus on your form, keeping the chest open. You're looking kind of like up and out. You're not looking at your feet. You can also tap. I like this. It's a slight turn out of the knee, but it allows me to pull that knee in a little bit tighter. And if I pick up my pace, I still have the tension on the core, and it's controlled. So I'm not breezing through these and just twisting right and left with momentum and wobbling all over the place. I'm really holding the core firm. And just bring your legs to a level where you don't feel strain in your back or your hip flexors. If you start to feel this in the front part of the thigh, I prefer that you do this. That means that your hip flexors are kicking in and your core is starting to turn off. And it can happen for many reasons. Good. Okay, next. My double crunches, I like these. Feet hip width apart. And I'm going to start first with a crunch and a little butt squeeze. And then I lower down. So it's a little pelvic tilt and down. Elbows are wide. My knees are like about 2 to 3 inches falling to the sides. I'm still holding on to my legs, but they're kind of like a little V instead of straight up. So I'd like you to do this pelvic tilt, and I want you to pull your belly button in, so those wrists. Squeeze. Imagine you have a line of Amazon bubble wrap right in between your ribs, right here along the sternum. And when you come up, you're going to crunch those with your abs and your ribs. Squeeze. Now, I'm going to lift the feet. And I'm going to tap. If this bothers your back, I prefer you do the pelvic tilt. And I'm keeping my knees out slightly because this will allow me to come in for a little bit tighter crunch. And I'm not trying to pull towards my knees, I'm trying to lift my chest to the ceiling. So it's more of a crunch. I'm not forcing this. I'm thinking about the muscular engagement, how tight I'm holding it, instead of how high I come up. Because that can be different for everybody. How high your shoulder blades can come up can be how long each one of your vertebrae and your back are. More length, you might be able to come up a little bit more. Also flexibility in the spine, in the muscles, in the tendons that run alongside the spine. Woo! Okay. Plank cami. I like these. I'll show you a couple of variations. So you can come here, and instead of here, I want you to flatten out your hips. And then what you'll do is you'll lift from this position. So my hips are not back like this, like a table. I'm more like a speed ramp. Good. And then you'll lift. I'm not arching my spine. I'm not. I'm tightening up my tummy, tightening up the back of the thighs and my buns into this lift. If you start to feel your spine arch like this, you're lifting too high. Okay, or you're using your back. Next one. Open your feet hip width apart. Strong plank, bend. And I want you to squeeze the back of your thigh and your tummy at the same time. Keep the feet about shoulder hip distance apart. Press through your mat. And I want you to really hold tight with this. My legs are squeezing, booty squeezing, arms, core. And as I pull the leg up, I'm not flipping my leg. I'm squeezing. So imagine now that tangerine is in the crook of your knee. And you've got to squeeze it. Try to keep the hips down. I have the tendency of wanting to come up, but don't. Ooh, these are burners. You can do these on your elbows. Keep the feet a little wide, not too wide, just at hip distance. One more. Woo! Come on up. We're going to do these all over again, friends. We are so ready. Shuffle squat. Ready? Down. If you need a break, I would say take a moment, grab some water, and then you can just march in place. And then when we get to the second drill, start or wait till the third one. 1, 2, 3, or 2, 1, 2. Either way, it doesn't matter, because it's your exercise, right? See who's still here with us. I hope you're feeling good. Yeah, I feel good. Down, up, down, up, down. And I'm really loading up those legs. I feel every muscle. Look. Ugh, I had to take a little break there for the legs. Stay low or come up. Ugh. A lot of leg and core work in this one today. Ugh. Drop your butt. Remember, you're coming into a squat. I'm not, it's not this. Drop your butt. You don't even have to come low. Just sit. Pick it up. I need to put this down a little bit. I think that's going to be better. All right. Next one. Woo! Crab walk. Get those feet out. Drop that booty. Woo. I love it. Right feet. Right feet. Squeeze. I hope you're enjoying the workout today. And just remember, let's say you're chair bound or couch bound, for whatever reason, you can go ahead and do the move. Keep going. So if I'm couch bound, take your feet out, do a little lift, and a tummy crunch. Okay? There are a lot of things you can do. Just follow the pattern. So if there's a pattern for the legs that you're unable to do the upper body and just squeeze your tush. I'm going to get lower and pick up my pace. Let's say you don't want the arms up. Reach back a little bit because I don't want you collapsing. So by taking your hands behind your feet, you're forced to keep your chest up. Okay, so here. And my knees still come up to the front and out to the side. So I'm not changing that. Ooh, I feel that. Oh, geez. These are good. Yeah? Woo! Okay. Next. Trap lunge kick. Awesome. Ready? going to do a 2 pulse. 1, 2, kick. You can do a knee. Woo! Hiya. You can also open to the sides. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. My weight is coming down into that heel and ball of the foot. You got this. Almost there. Lift. Engage those arms. Keep those arms out and squeeze. Give it a second. And move this down. I think that's going to be better. There we go. Okay. Next. Travel squat. 1 loopy. Ready? 1, 2. Either do tap backs or come down into that burpee. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. You can do taps, jog in place. You do not have to come to the ground. You're done with that, but when you come up, you do come to the ground. I want you to squeeze that tush, okay? And then come down, squeeze, down, squeeze. 1, 2. Down, squeeze, squeeze. My core tight the entire time. Squeeze, squeeze, engage. I really like these. Woo! All right, take your breath, take it out. All right, next up. Curtsy with a squat. Ready? Down, lift, squat, lift. This lift is an option. You can tap through and come down. You do not have to lift that leg, but it is an alternative, and it does add a little bit more degree of difficulty and instability. And if you have those ankle weights, you're going to feel the core and your quad a lot more as this leg moves, okay? You'll also feel the push up a little bit more on that stabilizing leg. Now, if I pick up my pace, that's fine, as long as I have control. Switch. Really like this workout. And all of the exercises, I mean, you can pump it up, down, up, down, up. I do exercises that have variations. So It's not a matter of, oh, this is too easy. No, that's not it. You need to find your way. Add a plyometric. Grab a set of light weights, or maybe grab a medicine ball when we're doing this. Here, up, here, up. Ankle weights. Put on one of those weighted vests. You can make it more challenging. Okay, ready? Woo. Lunge back rotation. 1, 2. 1, 2. Nice long lunge. You can also kick and do a wood chopper. So I bring my hands up towards this shoulder and then down to the hip. So I like doing different variations on the different rounds. Kind of gives you an idea to work differently. Maybe add a piece, you know, switch it up a little bit. And that's great because we learn more, right? My goal is for you to learn how to manipulate your workouts and switch. 1, 2, up. 1, 2. Two. 1, 2. I really like these. You don't have to use the kick. You can do the knee. You can tap up and do that knee. You don't even have to go low in that lunge. You go with what feels right for you. Woo, that was a little too quick. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. Woo. I know I keep switching my lights, but it's getting really hot. All right. Next. Mountain climber. Hit the ground. Grab your mat. Grab whatever you might have. Okay, I'm going to do a little knee weave. So I'm going to come front, in and out. In the middle, out to the side. Into the middle, out to the side. Try to avoid this. Watch. Back. It's not up. Get your weight on your foot. Hold your weight here. And then pull the knee with your core. Pull your knee with the core. It's like 40 more seconds. You can also do knee, kick, out. Knee, kick, out. Just another degree of instability and difficulty. Sorry if I don't speak, but my core is kind of tight right now. Woo! I love those. Okay, kick, lunge, hop, switch. We're ready. Okay. You can either do a tap or a knee. Knee, hold, switch. Here, 1, switch. 2, switch, or kick, 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 kick. I'm staying low for that kick, and I'm staying low for that switch lunge. Hiya! I just added a little tap rotation. So I'm tapping for that reach. Again, just a different degree of difficulty and instability. Squeeze my core. Switch. Squeeze. Like this. This is a good song for this. You can do it. Do it your way. Woo! Awesome. All right. Next one up. Oh boy. 3 squat burpee. Ready? 1, 2, oh no, this one. 1, 2, 3. Squeeze your butt. Drop down. Or you can do knees up or drop in place. And you can do a pulse, or you can hold and then come down. Or you can do a narrow squat. 3. I like these. I really feel the glutes with these. 2, and squeeze. And I come down. 3, squeeze. 2, 1. You can do it. I'm dropping into those heels. Hips are back. Squeeze through it. Don't give up, friends. Ooh. We're strong. We're almost done. We only have, how many more we got? A little bit more. A few more. Squeeze. Three, 2, you can do it. Come on, I know these burn, but that's the point. Right. Woo! Okay. Forward. Balance. One leg. I'm getting ready in my shoe. Okay. You can tap, tap, lift, tap, lift, tap, lift. Whew. Back leg comes up, 90 degrees. And what I want you to do, it's a little bit easier to fire up that hamstring and keep it engaged if you think of lifting with your heel, okay? The edge of your shoe, your heel, okay? Think of reaching with that instead of pointing your toe. Reach with that heel. And I want you to imagine that you're holding a walnut in the crook of your knee. That's another good way. Now, open up your feet. Ready? Soft standing leg. I really want to use the core. Tighten up. Tighten up. Squeeze your butt. Tighten up. Allow those muscles to talk to each other. Kind of think about what you're feeling here. And you can always hold on to something. Ooh, I like this little arm stack. This is a little bit tougher. And I feel a little bit more of the back muscles and the posterior shoulder. Okay, ready? Side oblique crunch. Which one is this one? Oh yes, on the ground. Mat, mat, mat. Take it all the way down, friends. Okay. Lift, tight tummy, pelvis Under, tuck your tailbone under, light squeeze. Now I'm going to add a little bit. I'm going to lift my heel up, and I'm just pulling my knee in a little bit. But it's coming out a touch. So it's like I'm reaching towards my shin, the side of my calf, and I'm bringing the side of my foot out a little bit. Squeeze. Squeeze. So I'm going to turn this way. You'll see the angle. See? Like this. I just kind of take the leg out a little bit. It's not a lot. It's just a little crunch. Ooh, that would be fun. A little spin around. That's good. And my reach, I'm really tightening up to reach. Chin is neutral. I'm lifting through the chest. I'm not worried about how high I come up. I'm worried more about my squeeze. How much of it am I squeezing and holding? And then how am I squeezing when I reach over to the sides? Whew. Next one, side plank dips. You can do these on the feet or the knees. I'll start here, then I'll change it. Dip, up. You can balance here. You can also come up to the side of your foot. Keep this shoulder nice and open. You got it, nice and straight. You can also pull the arm out or up or here on your waist. Ooh, I feel this. Squeeze your core, squeeze your booty. Light squeeze of the thighs. Oh my. Ooh, and switch. And it's funny because even with your obliques, you can be stronger on one side than the other. So I really felt the other side. I feel this too, but with this side, I feel like I have a little bit more control and strength. And that happens. And try not to fall into that dip. I want you to control it. Two more. One more. Ooh. Bicycles. Breathe. We're almost done, friends. We only have a couple more. So, I'm going to start with an alternating knee. And then I'll pick this up to a bicycle, higher, and then I'll tear my legs down, okay? Now I'm going to start with this little lift. So here's one option. Here's another option. Keep the knees bent, and my heels just kind of hover over the ground, or you can kick out. Even if you pick up your speed, what you want to avoid is falling over. That's primary. So you have to really engage your core to do that. So even if you pick up your pace, you still want to maintain control. Breathe, you can do it. Good, look up, try not to look forward. Okay, double crunch. I'm going to start here, and then I can just do here and hold. And you can pull one knee at a time, or you can hold your hands by your sides, keep your knees bent, pull the feet up off the ground and squeeze your lower tummy, just right here. So imagine now that tangerine is on your belly button, and you're squeezing it in. Or you can put both moves together. Now, with the upper portion of the torso, I'm just lifting my shoulder blades a little bit, and then lifting my feet. So I'm not trying to pull my head like really forward. It's more of up and crunch, up and crunch. And I just widen my knees so that way I can pull them back further. And again, don't expect to pull your knees all the way back and lift your tailbone up if you're just starting these. You know, if you haven't done them very often, because it does take core strength, but your body, I mean, this isn't a movement we do all the time, so your body will get used to it, it'll get stronger, and then you can just change it up. And I'm thinking of up, okay? Up. And I want to squeeze to lift.
10 seconds.
I don't want to rock and use momentum, okay? Ugh. Okay, all right. Now the fun one. Are you ready? The plank with the hammy. We've got this. Last exercise, and then we do a stretch. I'm going to stretch on my neck a little bit. Shoulders. Ready, set. Now, you can do this on the knees again. Come forward, squeeze your leg, and just bring your knee up off the ground. Squeeze your booty, squeeze your core. Or feet right width apart. I don't really want them the width of my mat because as I come up, yeah, it is more challenging, but it does put a lot more pressure on your low back. So use a width that's around the width of your shoulders or your hips. And I say either because, you know, your shoulders and hips are two different widths. So you have to pick what's appropriate. And I feel like shoulder width is perfect. So if I look down a little bit, I'm going to see that my hands and my feet are pretty much in line. This allows me to get a little bit more difficulty than having them closer together because I really have to balance to get that leg up. So if my feet are shoulder distance for myself, I have to really balance to pull that heel up. If I bring them in, this is a lot easier. Okay? This is a little bit harder. And it's also harder on my shoulders and feet.
10 seconds.
And down. In your child's pose, just widen the knees, push the tailbone back, and just come down to your mat. Just relax. We did a great job. I hope you enjoyed it. Just hold 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay. I would like to do a little pigeon pose. So I'm going to take you through some variations. And I actually have a pillow. So I'll show you. If you feel it's a little challenging, I want you to grab a pillow or roll up a towel and put it underneath the hip of the bent knee. So if I'm going to bend through my left, watch. I'm bending this leg, it goes underneath this butt cheek, okay? So I sit up a little higher. It's going to allow me to get into this stretch a little bit better. So I'm gonna start here with little pretzel legs. And if this is a little too much, you can kind of lean out a little bit and then just edge this leg back just as far as you can, okay? So next, my goal is to turn the body facing in the same direction as the knee. So now as I'm looking at everything, this heel is kind of lining up with my thigh. This knee is lining up with my left hip bone. So left knee, left hip bone. And then I just kind of come here, all right? Or you can sit up straight. So this will stretch out the hip flexors, also the lateral side of that bent leg, on the other side, the side of your leg, your hip. Now let's just say this is okay, you can go a little bit more. I'm going to stretch that leg back, and then I'm going to turn a little bit more. So this is all I want you to do. And that's all you're going to do. So you can either pretzel, both knees are bent, or here. And then if you feel comfortable, you can come down to the elbows. But again, this is all based on how you feel. And if you're okay and you don't need the pillow, you just slide it out. And have this knee soft. So bend your knee where you feel comfortable, but you can line your knee up with your hip bone. Okay? So remember, it should feel good. It should not feel like you're straining yourself. And if it's a little too much, back out of the move and just bring it down a little bit. So if this is too much, come back up again here and bend your knees, all right? Now I'm going to come up, lean away, and then switch to the other side. So first I'm going to soften these two knees and just right here. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. I'm okay with this. I'm going to wiggle this knee out a little bit more, and I'm going to turn my body a little bit more. Good. So I don't have my shin is not yet parallel to my mat. That is a little bit more advanced, and that takes a little bit more flexibility in that hip joint, okay? And on the lateral side of the leg, the side of your thigh and your glutes. So don't worry about pulling this leg up higher. Keep your knee bent. As long as this knee is here in front of your hip, you're good. You don't want to be sitting on it. So just keep it like this and keep it folded in nicely if you need to. And then you can come down here. Or if you have more flexibility and you're used to pigeon, you can take this heel out. But again, I have to make sure that my hips are pointing forward. And then come down. So just all different ways that you can do this pigeon move, okay? And it does take practice. Stretching, squats, push-ups, planks, it takes practice. You get better as you practice more. You don't have to do it for an hour. You can do this for practice your stretches 5 minutes a day. Relax your neck. And I'm going to back out of this. So I'm going to soften the back knee, and then I'm going to push myself up at the same time and get out of this. Now, take your feet out. This is one of my favorites. Hip width apart, and just bump your legs on the floor. Woo, this feels so good. Nice little palpation, nice little pounding of the calves, the back of the thighs, and even my quadriceps are kind of moving around. What it does is it helps pump blood into those muscles, helps loosen up the fascia, loosen up those muscles. Ooh, it feels so good. I turn my toes out to the side a little bit, come back in, straight, out to the side. Ooh, good. Now, sit up nice and tall, open your feet just a little bit past your hips, and I want you to imagine that somebody has a string on your chest, and they're pulling you like this, not like this, okay? So up tall, and take your hands on your thighs, and I just want you to slowly walk forward, and your back should just stay nice and straight, and then scoot your booty, your tailbone back, okay? Just scoot your tailbone back. And I'm still pulling forward. So I'm only coming down as far as I can with a nice tall spine. So chin, chest forward. And another way to increase the stretch is to pull the toes back and stick your tailbone back. Okay, we don't want to collapse into this. I'm not forcing my shoulder blades to squeeze hard. I'm not squeezing my back. I'm just nice, tall spine. If you can come down lower and maintain a tall spine, that's fine. But if that is too difficult and you start to round, you really need to just come back up here, okay? It's just so much better for you. Good. All right, so come up, and then let's take one knee, either cross it here, or take it over the legs. Sit up tall first, And then I just want you to turn into that bent knee. And just a light balloon. And I don't want to say as you exhale, stretch further. I want to say as you exhale, relax your muscles more. You know? And slowly return. In your stretching, we don't want to strain. I mean, that kind of defeats the purpose. So breathe in, exhale, relax the shoulder, and just turn to where you feel comfortable. If you feel like you're really torquing your body, it's too much. Relax your hand. I see this a lot. Straight arm and push. We're not trying to do that. Relax. Excellent. Please sit cross-legged. Let's bring the ear down to one side. I appreciate you staying for the stretch. And switch sides. I'm very thankful that you're here today. Nice big stretch. We're going to have a fantastic day, and I'll be posting our workouts for the week. Have a good time. Shoot it. Roll the shoulders. 4. Take a nice deep breath in and down. Up and out. Woo-hoo-hoo! Again, my name is Cindy Santos. Thank you so much for being here today. I appreciate it, and have a fantastic Tuesday. Until next time, friends, stay busy and be positive.